Welcome to the Overchan Chatter 2. It's too early in the morning. It's like 5:30 February the 20 I mean February. September the 25th, 2025. It's too early. I'm here to do my recap for the Real Housewives of Miami season 7 episode 16, The Art of Arguing, cuz that's all they do this whole episode. So anyway, we start off with Larsa and we see her packing up her. God damn, how much stuff she got in this penthouse. She packing up her place because she just bought her home. The home was not finished; it's still under construction. It's her first home that she bought by herself, and it's more her style instead of it being her and both Scotty style. So she's very excited. She said her kids are too. So what's going on in Miami is Miami is hot this week because it's art Bar- Art Barcel some Barcel something. But it's Miami's contemporary art fair. It lasts about a week. Over 90,000 people come to most of these events. It's an international music, art festival, fashion, and food. And Lisa says it's hard to get into some of the best parties. It's a real busy time. So Adrianna has spent 20 years plus in the art world. She gave this British artist named Chris his first show in the United States, and she said that this art festival Barcelo or whatever the hell they call Barcel is a Barcel is the is the Super Bowl of the art shows for the years, like the Super Bowl. So many people. So we got Kiki. She on the set looking good. Her father came to see her do her photo shoot. She excited because this is the first time she ever seen him. And in his head, she said for Haitians, modeling me, you walking up and down naked like prostitution. So her father come, and the whole time she's at a in a airplane hangar with like she's they selling luggage. So she modeling with this luggage that match her outfit, and her father's real proud of her, and she real happy that her father sees her because she wants her to be proud of him, and she said that he looks like he is, so he's taking shots of her, and she said she happy and she's glad her dad is proud, but she wants him to tell the people back home that that's her private plane that she's taking pictures with. I don't think he should do that if they was trying to kill you to get you over here. So we back at Losses, and she got this big green gummy bear delivered to her house. Look like it's for a kid, but it's supposed to be outside. Her house is still under construction. She said she went over budget by 5.7. She went over budget. The house was 5.7 million, and she said, so she never stayed under what she was supposed to spend. But she gonna stay in the house while the construction is there. And the house is big, and all her kids are there. Are not there yet, but they will be coming. So she's supposed to be having a sleepover because she got Larsa comes to visit her to her house first, and she has a housewarming gift. Who was that? Who that came to see Larsa first? No, Stephanie, and she got a housewarming gift for her, and she dressed to the nines, but I guess Lark's supposed to be having a pajama party. And she said she bought. Steph said she bought her pajamas. So she said, "Ooh, it looked like a." So Steph, she's so I don't know. She just be saying slick shit. Ooh, it looks like a job site. So what is it? She got a pretty house, or it ain't pretty. So then here come Alexia she comes over, and she's like, "Oh, the house is nice." She said, "You gonna stay here while they doing the construction?" And she was like, "Hell yeah, I got to pay 5.7 million. I'm staying in my damn house." So the kids are expected to see the house soon. The daughter's staying with the dad in LA because she finished in high school. And Lassa said she don't want her kids. She ain't one of the moms and pull her kid out of school to make her say, "You got to come here and live with me." I'm sorry, y'all. I am. I like my kids with me. So she said, their daughter stay with the father. So while Lexus and Steph and them sitting at the outside the picnic table drinking or whatever, Lassa asked Alexia about Todd and what's up with the extension. So The extension is over in a couple weeks. And Larsa said, "So what y'all going to do?" She said, "I think he going to bamboozle you." And then here comes Stephanie putting her fucking mouth in this, but she ain't got no business. Leave Alexia and Todd alone. She goes, she said, "I'm going to give you some advice." And I said, "Don't, just stay out of her business." So she was like, "You get to pick what you want to do. We get to do what you want to do. Not always got to do what he want to do." But Lexa ain't giving a fuck about what nobody's saying. Not Larsa, not Steph, not Marcel. She loved Marcel. She was like, she want to be with Todd, and that's who she want to be with. And they got a problem with it. They're gonna have to figure out a way to deal with it because she loved him. So anyway, we're at Julia's house with her and hateful ass Martinez, and she's packing up some Christmas gifts for her daughter, her and her two sons, for Victor and Emma. And Julia said it's gonna be bittersweet being home because her daughters are not coming home. I don't know why her daughters ain't coming home, but they ain't coming. So she put some decorations, some Christmas decorations, sunglasses on the family and some hats. And she turned her phone on. She make a card or take pictures and send to the girls. So she's humming and she's saying how much she missed them and shit. So anyway, they start talking. The boys go do something and go play, and they start having this talk. Her and Martinez, and Martinez is not agreeing with shit that Julia said because Julia, of course, is defending her daughter. And to Martinez, she's like, "I don't know why the fuck they acting like this." And she said, "Well, the kids is acting like this because we adopted them while they wasn't home, and they never got a chance to meet them, so they feel some type of way." So Martinez said, "What the fuck is the difference? They wasn't gonna be home, no way." So she was like, "I understand." So Julia ain't trying to hear Martinez, and Martinez ain't trying to hear them, but they said that. So Julia said she had a long talk with Vicar on Thanksgiving, and she said she think they made it better, and that the girls wish they would have adopted the kids when they was home. So Martinez said it didn't matter what you would have did, they was gonna be mad. And I don't know why they ain't home. They ain't got to raise them. I don't know. So Julia's kind of upset with Martinez because she said, "Well, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Why you being so grumpy?" Bitch, she always grumpy. She always looked like that. So she does say that she felt bad, that she could tell that Julia not speaking to the girls was really hurting her. So she said she was stressed for her. And I will say Julia still look like she's stressed. So we with Lisa and Jody. And Jody is having a very romantic dinner for her as people cooking and shit. And the kids are around, they're getting the kids settled because they can go outside on the patio and have a romantic dinner with each other. So Lisa telling us how much Jody loved the kids and he loved having a family. And her kids just Jody, 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 and how they love him. And she feel like she has a second chance of having a family. So anyway, while they're sitting outside starting the dinner, Lisa starts saying, "This feels like something like, I mean, like this is more than just this dinner. What is it?" So anyway, she hanging around because this bitch want to be married. She just got divorced. She one of them people seem like if she ain't got a man, then she ain't happy. So anyway, she come out and say, "I really don't like being somebody's girlfriend. I'm too old to be a girlfriend." She said, "But I don't want you to marry me and nothing unless you want me. If you don't want me, then let me go. Set me free." So I said, "Who wants to sit through this shit?" So he feel uncomfortable because he know what she leading to. And he just let her know. He's like, "I feel getting engaged," he said, because it's like we driving too fast. He says it's too weird with you. He said, "I'm always in the line of fire, and it's just fear that we get engaged and it ain't gonna work out." So he said, "How can you say I don't care nothing about you? I've been sitting through this shit." He said, "You get on me about driving too fast, driving too slow, Lenny, Larsa." He said, "I take a lot of shit." And he said, "I could fuck with you, but I gotta see you moving forward, like some therapy, some shit. He said, I need to see you doing shit on your own." And I said, yeah, heal yourself, go to therapy. And she said, I don't know, I'm just so angry. This divorce made me different. I'm not gonna let my divorce define who I am. Let it be my narrative. She wanna be married. So anyway, she started crying. He get up, he hugged and kissed her from around the table. She told him that she loved him. He said, I love you too. He not gonna marry you, Lisa. You too much. So it's the first day of the art festival, and all the ladies are getting dressed. And Julia showed up looking awfully young, and I don't want Larsa to keep doing it. When Larsa ran into Adrianna, she's like, "Oh, you look like you're almost 30." I don't want. And then the whole fucking episode just to talk about who did the cake, who put the birthday in the cake, why did you put the cake, who did the cake. I don't know why it's such a big deal for her. So Julia says that she had 2,500 people RSVP for this dude's event. So she said the artist is from Britain. And she said he has a stroke like a Rembrandt. He painted his ass off. She said she see different techniques of different famous artists in his work, artistry in his work. So she said she hoping her event is very successful because it was very pricey to put this event in. So we got Larsa first. Yeah, I said Larsa showed up, told her she looked 30 years older. I don't want to hear all that age shit. So Larsa come out and asked her, who put that shit on your cake? And she was like, I don't know. She said, but whoever did it, it was real insensitive because y'all know she don't, Adrianna don't like her birthday. So we got Stephanie show up, and I don't know what I guess her outfit is a art statement. I don't know. Take it or leave it. So so Stephanie is talking about how much fun she had on the cruise. She said she really had a good time, but she said she don't know how to read Marshall because Marshall's kind of slithery. So Marshall and Alexa start talking. They in the car together, going on the way to the art thing, and she said what she did for Thanksgiving was Tar stayed with his kids and his daughter, and she spent time with her family. They saw each other the day before Thanksgiving, and then they spent the night, the day after Thanksgiving. So Marshall said, "Well, you don't tell me nothing about him, but you could tell that she's uncomfortable talking about Todd to Marcel because she know Marcel don't like him. So she said, I don't want to be sitting around here talking about him all day. But and they don't want to hear about him all day, but yet they want to hear about him. I guess she said, I want to know what's going on, but then I don't want to know. So anyway, Lexus let us know. Todd, her fucking man, that's her husband. Whatever going between them is between them. And y'all just gonna have to deal with that shit. So you eat that cake. So we back at the event, and we got who did the cake. Witchcom still asking who did the cake. I think it's Stephanie. So no, Stephanie asked. They at the party now, and Stephanie asked, "Do y'all know who did that to Kiki's to Adriana's cake?" And she said, "Yeah, we already know who did it." So Marcel and Alexis look at each other, but they don't say nothing. So she's like, you know, Stephanie like, so who put the number on the cake? So we see another conversation with Kiki and Gertie. Who put the number on the cake? And she said it was her. And Gertie like, oh. So anyway, they still was sitting around talking about it. They said the math was stupid. So no. No, okay, let me go back. So Kiki and Gertie are talking about the next one. So now we back with Alexa and Stephanie and Marisol. And they said we didn't put that shit on that cake. We ain't want to have nothing to do with it. We sat back in the corner looking at eating popcorn, watching the movie. So Kiki is talking to the lady. She said, I didn't mean I wasn't trying to shame her or nothing. She said, next time I just get a vibrator. That's what you should have got her anyway, because she told your ass she didn't like celebrating her birthday. And y'all know she didn't. If she got a cake, she don't want her birthday on it. So he was being an asshole to me. So everybody, Alexis me introduces the ladies to Chris, especially Lisa. So Lisa said, "Oh, I love your artwork." And why is she touching the artwork? So anyway, she touched the picture, and then she just say, "I like this one. I buy it. It was 18 grand. I don't know if she bought it or not." So Marcel and Stephanie talk, and they talking about this Thanksgiving, what they did for Thanksgiving. So Steph told her, "I don't want to fight." And then Marcel said, "Who fighting?" And she said, "I just want to talk to you." She said, "I heard you was mad. I heard you was mad because you didn't get on the plane before Adrian did first, and then you what was it she said? Then you was mad about that, and you was mad that I went and had dinner or something with Adriana." She was like, "Listen, I don't know what the fuck you talking about." She said, I don't like to talk about money. I think it's rude and I think it's fucking tacky. Very, very tacky. So Stephanie keeps saying, I didn't tell you how much the plane costs. You told somebody because them bitches don't rent jets." So she said, "It wasn't me. It was so and so." I never talk about the price of things. You don't have to talk about the price. You fucking call out what you wearing. Oh, my Birkin. Oh, my moo my Fendi, my this, my that, my plane, and then you still bring up the plane. So Marcel's like, I'm tired of hearing about this goddamn plane. I don't talk about money. I don't do none of that. So to me, I think it's tacky. She said, "Well, I don't do it either, Marisol, but you do it, Stacy." So Stephanie. So Steph said, "I don't talk about money, but you talk about things a lot." So she said, "Well, when I was talking to Leslie, she made it seem like you put the ideas in her head and she just the mouthpiece that voice it off." So, she said, "When you manipulate shit," and Marcel said, "Bitch, I don't manipulate nothing." She said, "Listen, I don't blame." She said, "Listen," Marcel said, "Listen, whatever the fuck is going on with you and Alexa, don't put that shit on me. That's y'all thing. Now, me and you, we could do our shit, but what you got going on with her don't have nothing to do with me." So he said, "Don't blame me for your shit with Alexa." And then Marcel said, "The reason why you having a problem with Alexa is because every time you turn around, you fucking saying something about Todd and she don't like it and you don't even know Todd. And you did that shit again tonight. I mean, when she was at the table, you was like, oh, Todd. You should just let Todd mind your business, Stephanie." So Stephanie said the only reason why she bringing it up because deep down, she was really hurt by Marcel not going on her plane and them not coming to get on her plane, and it hurt her so bad. So Marcel said, "Listen, one day I get on your goddamn plane, you can stop bothering me about it." So Stephanie said, "Listen, if you got a problem with me, just be straight and get it off your chest, and we just keep it moving." So Marcel said, "That's one thing I do like about Stephanie. After she blow up off your ass, she good." So she said that's a lot how Alexia's characteristic is. So we meet Adriana's stylist, this black lady that she crazy about, and we look across the room, we see Larsa. She got to be drunk because she's squatting on Gertie, going to get Gertie to drink. And then you see Larsa hugging on Lisa. And then when Lisa see Lisa see Larsa and Lisa hugging, she says it makes her miss Adriana. So Lisa and Larsa tell Adriana didn't need to talk to her. So they all go sit on the couch together. Lisa, Larsa, Julia, Adriana. I think that's it. So they sit there talking. They're all in the room and talking. And Julia was saying how much she saw Lisa and Larsa hugging. It made her really miss Julia. She wanted to hug on Adriana. So they all sit there together. They had a conversation. So they're still sitting there. Here come Larsa again. But this time she asked Lisa, "Who put that shit on on what you call them cake on Adriana's birthday cake, and Lisa said it was Kiki, and she just hollered out Kiki put it on the cake. So Adriana hear her, and she said Kiki. She said she already hurt my feelings, calling me old. That wasn't enough. She need to do more. So Adriana jumps in, Julia jumps in, and she says, oh, she wasn't trying to be mean to you. Kiki wasn't trying to be mean. She was just playing with you. So Adriana don't like that shit. She said, why you always defending them? I'm your best friend. And every time I turn around, you always fucking putting other people before me. You go against me, but you go with them. I don't get it. So Adriana said, listen, the only reason why I'm just saying this shit to you, no, Julia said the only reason why I'm saying this shit. She said, y'all, when you get mad, you say shit. Remember, we was on the cruise and you was talking about how Marisol knees was all skinny. She need knee surgery and shit. You remember all that? She was like, why is you talking to me about some shit that happened then? I'm talking about right here, right now. Julia, why are you not telling this bitch? Why you not protecting me? So she said, I can't protect you. She said, you know what's used to Julia just started going on. She said, you used to be fun. You're not fun anymore. And Adriana looked like she was crushed. She did. So I think Adriana get up and leave. Somebody get up and leave. And they trying to calm the room down. But Julia, Adriana's still mad. She said she gonna talk about me. So cause she's talking to her dresser, the person that designed her, that put her clothes together, that dresses her, is a black lady. She said she know her for a long time. So the black lady told her the word that you use, wretched or ratchet or whatever. She said that shit, that's just a word that anybody can use. It don't mean it's stuck to the ghetto. It don't infer nothing. So to Julia here, neat Kiki is trying to say that she racist, and so she running around the party saying, "I'm not no racist." She called me a racist, and I want her to talk to my black friend who know me longer than all of y'all to tell you that I'm not a racist. That the word that I use was this and that. Anyway, with that shit going on, Kiki just leave. She get her purse. She go outside. And I don't know who the fuck she talking to. Some man in a van or Amazon van or something. She's like, "Can I get in here with you? Can you get me out of here?" So while she's leaving, Julia going downstairs looking for her. And she looking for her everywhere, but she gone. So she come back upstairs and she tell everybody, "Hey, Kiki is gone. She left. She not there." So Adriana said, I want my friend to tell y'all that when I use that word, I'm not no racist, and they didn't mean that. And because I speak all these different languages and shit, you ain't had to try to put me in no box and blah, blah, blah. So she just straight up going off. They argued the whole fucking show. So, that's pretty much it. That was pretty much the end of it. Everybody fussing and arguing it with everybody. Why the fuck Larsa kid who wrote the shit on the birthday? Even Julia Adrian is not going around asking who did the cake, who did the cake. Lawson keep bringing it up like it's a big deal. So anyway, Lawson's like Nick Kiki was on some bullshit because she know she didn't want to celebrate her birthday. She was being mean. She was not being funny. She called her old the night before, and now she doing this shit on the cake. And notice the girl don't want to celebrate her birthday, so no. So Julia and Lawson argue about that too because she said no, Julia, that's bullshit. She did that shit on purpose. So anyway. I didn't get. I mean, they just. If I'm not mistaken, Adriana wound up leaving her own event because she said, "I'm getting out of here." So I think she might have left. So listen, you could have been anywhere, but she was here with me for 23 minutes and 55 seconds, and I love you for it. Thank you for that, and I'll be back later on tonight with your recap for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. One of them. So anyway, listen, love you. Bye.